Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing this evening?
What is
Good.
up? What is up?
How's
Not
everybody doing
much.
tonight?
Not much.
Doing good.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, welcome to another edition of the Ham Radio Campfire, everyone. We have a good number of people here in the chat, including my wife. So don't tell her about anything I bought in the last month, please.
Or broke.
Oh, that too.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Did you get that
but
fixed?
oh yeah, totally, yeah. But yeah, we have a pretty, I think, packed show tonight. I think we'll start first with James because I think a lot of people here are interested to hear about the 22 a day challenge you have going on. I think a lot of people know about it, but go ahead and remind people what it is and where it stands at the moment.
absolutely. The 22-day challenge is something I did because this month is Suicide Awareness Month, and I'm a big person when it comes to veterans and their suicide awareness because 22 veterans commit suicide every day, and I try to bring awareness to that. So, I've done the push-up thing before, like everybody has, and everything. But this year, I wanted to do something for ham radio, and I did actually. It was a dual challenge. I did one for the activators and one for the hunters. Um, for the hunters, if you hunt me in 22 different parks, uh, well, if you hunt me 22 times, period, but 22 different parks would be great. Um, you will get the first person to do it will receive a challenge coin from me, and everybody who does it, who sends me a message and tells me to check their logs, you got to send me the message to check your logs. Because if I don't, I can't just, I'm not just going to check every hunter that hunts me and see if you hunted me 22 times. You got to send me the message if you've hit me 22 times, and I'll check it. And everybody gets a certificate who hunted me 22 times. And the hunter version is from the day I started the stream, which is the 8th, to the end of the month. Uh, you also should be going to social media. I don't care if it's Facebook, Twitter, uh, OnlyFans, whatever you want to put it on, and be putting something about it every day. Where you hunted me, or what you activated, whatever, and make sure and put the HRAG challenge. But anyway, the activator is supposed to be 22 different activation parts, 22 different parts.
Or sodas.
Warsaw, I said Warsaw, just correct. And do that by the end of the month. Now, I did amend that last week because activating is a little harder, even though I did the whole 22 challenge in 5 days. But everybody's not me. So I did change it to the whole month of September. If you did 22 different parks or sodas in, and if you did the same park, but it's in two different states, like say you did the Appalachian Trail in three different states, you can get credit for three different parks. But and the winner with that will get a challenge coin, and everybody who does it will also get a certificate. And this ain't a participation award, guys. You can't finish with 21 and think you're going to get that certificate because I won't give it to you because I'm stingy. I don't do participation awards. Oh,
Yeah.
uh, and speaking of which, if you're trying to get the hunter coin, it's too late because I was supposed to announce it last week on my stream and totally forgot. But Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta hunted me
Of
22,
course.
22 times in the first 4 days. The first 4 days,
Yeah.
22 times from Toby.
And
Uh,
James, you were going ham last night. Like I had my ham alert on, and you were out there pretty late, man. I tell you what, he was burning the midnight oil out of the parks. What are you trying to
uh,
do? Like 2200 or something?
well, it's a lot of it has to do with things I won't talk about on stream, and a lot of it has to do with I'm a little bit crazy, and if you don't like a little bit crazy, maybe we shouldn't be friends. But I don't know. I blame Toby for most of it. Like if I don't hit, like 22 parks every day, Toby is like sending me death threats and like
She wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's an awesome thing, and and I was in the military, and unfortunately, that hits home for me. While I was in the service, I lost a few brothers to suicide. So, you know, it definitely hits home. It's definitely a really good cause, and I would tell people also look up, some veteran organizations out there. Good ones include the Till Valhalla Project. There's also the Wounded Warrior Project. There's a few other ones. There's some faith-based ones if that's more of your thing too. Um, I'm trying to remember the name of it, and I cannot off the top of my head. That's a faith-based one. I'm not gonna go much more into that one, but yeah, definitely donate what you can to those organizations. $22, $2, whatever you can. Every bit helps because it is truly a travesty that these men and women go out there, they serve in some of the worst possible places on earth, and they come back and they're hardly being taken care of by the government. So yeah, go out there, support the organizations, and try to do James's challenge. I know I'm not too far away from doing 22 parks this month. One of them is a soda, so yeah, that'll be exciting. And speaking of park activations, next week, next Sunday to be exact, excuse me, at Rock Creek Park in Washington D.C., the Washington D.C. HCAC, which is like it's not even just a ham club. It's actually for like hackers and innovators, and it's like a, what do they call it? Like a thinking space, I guess they call it. But it's not only just for amateur radio operators, but we're doing a Parks on the Air activation meetup next week at Rock Creek Park. I'll put more details out on my channel this week about it. Also, it'll be on their groups.io. But yeah, so look forward to that. And Mike, I know you've had an exciting project you did over this week.
I did. I put it back. I've had it for some months, and I've been putting it, procrastinating on it, and finally, the other day, I woke up and I was feeling in the mood, and I put together the QDX,
Nice.
and it was one day build, and it started up first time, and got my first QSO to the States, so that was 5,000 kilometers. That must be like a gazillion miles for you guys. 4,000 miles, I think, something like that. And I put batteries on this little box here. See if I can pop it out for you guys. And set it up for 9 volts. Actually, with 9 volts, Pat, I was getting 3.7 watts out of it. And I bump up the voltage to 10.5, and now I get solid 5 watts out of it. And it works. It's an amazing little thing, and I've already have plans for it to do some stuff.
So I can answer my wife's question here. The QDX is, I actually have one, but it's not working.
I thought you said don't tell her anything.
You
outright.
probably shouldn't have said
Hey,
that.
I bought this months ago, so, and you know what? It was less than $100,
That's my
and
excuse too, Pat.
you know what? I could wave a finger at her at how much she spent at Bath and Body Works. So this probably
Great
costed
place to
less than
spend
that.
money.
She all right, she wants you to explain what it is, Mike, not
Crystal,
me.
do
Like,
you
shut
Okay.
up. I listen to you enough.
you need the ham cord hammer, Crystal?
This is for those who don't know. This is a 4-band digital transceiver, so it will only work with digital modes. And those don't include like PSK31. It will do FT8, FT4, JS8 call, whisper mode, and it puts out 5 watts on 80, 40. It also does 80, 40, 30, and 20, and some people got it to work on 60, so 5 bands ish. But it's very compact. Look at the size of this thing. It's minute. It's like, if anybody remembers what a pack of cigarettes is, it's the size of a pack of cigarettes,
Nice.
and it's awesome little thing, and it's very cheap. You do need. It's not the kind of thing that is easy to build per se.
No.
You do need to know how to solder, and you definitely need to know how to do toroids, like wind your own coils and stuff like that. But the great thing about this project is the guys at QRP Labs have an amazing assembly manual that is step by step illustrated. I mean, you cannot go wrong unless you're Pat, and it's an amazing little thing.
No, listen, I did it right. Okay, there's something wrong with one of the transistors. I'm telling you.
I actually have I when I ordered a pack of like 30 or 40 transistors because I knew I was going to push this little baby, and I know I'm going to blow because it has four MOSFET transistors for the final, and I bought a bunch of them from Evil Bay, so if I pop some, I'll just replace them. But toroids, I'm out. No, they're
Good
actually
Lord.
they're actually very easy to do. They're just small. Oh my God, they're so small. And if you're like me with big hands, it's a pain, but you can do it. Like I said, I did it in a couple of hours. So a couple of hours, maybe not so much a couple of hours, maybe like a day from like 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., something like that, with lunch and breaks in the middle. So it's
Yeah.
not hard. It's not hard at
No.
all to build, and it's an amazing little piece of kit. You have an extra radio to do digital with, and the great thing about it, you can hook up a Raspberry Pi to it, and you can. If you, my
Yep.
idea in a way is, you can actually put it like on 30 meter or 40 meter, and put it a little ways from you, and you can be doing 20 meter SSB, and maybe remote into a Raspberry Pi if you're working on the same network at a park, and you could probably do FT8 and SSB all at the same time. Depends on how dexterity you are with two computers or something like that. So I think it's a great build for people who want to get into radios, and like I said, it's easy to follow the instructions. It's not that complicated.
And you can effectively run this thing off of like a 6 amp hour battery.
For
Or
days.
yeah, this thing sips power. And like the Pi thing is a brilliant idea because you could get like literally a Pi 3, and like a little touchscreen display, and just set up to FT8 all day, every day.
Yeah, yeah. And when
And you
you're back at your
go.
station, just run it as a whisper setup, so you can, check band conditions, stuff like that. Instead of tying up your main radio, just have this thing running in a corner into another antenna. Now, I would say be careful if you're transmitting on the same frequency. You won't overload the input on the QDX. But if you run it on different frequencies, you should be okay as long as you have separation between the antennas. Of
See,
course, I'm just spitballing here. So
my idea was to put this thing on 30 meters and just keep it on 30 meters,
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, just put it on 30 meters with like a dipole, or
I'm
maybe
thinking
even a random wire.
next month I'm ordering a QRP mag loop from Evil Bay as well. They're like $100, something like that, and it'll do anything from 80 to 10, and it's like it fits in a case that big, and it's a
Yeah.
QRP 20-watt mag loop, and those things, the reception is amazing, and you can transmit up to 20 watts, like I said, and you can just set it up, like I said, all by itself somewhere. If you're activating the park, just put it a little ways from you, and you can be doing like FT8 and SSB. It's an idea. I mean, is it practical?
Yeah.
But it is an idea.
Well, that's what I'm going to do at the 5 for next year. I'm going to set up an FT8 rig, and I'm going to have a voice rig, and then who knows? Maybe I'll even have like a CW rig off to the side running off a computer.
Now, don't get me wrong. You have to be there, and you have to be with your rig
Oh, I
in
will
order
be.
to do this.
I'll be watching it.
Don't give me
I
the
will
evil eye, James.
But yeah, that's awesome.
So
I,
so
I
so you're saying that a person cannot just take that rig and set it up in the park and then go to work and make all those QSOs and count them? Is that what you're saying?
You, according to the rules, mind you, you could set it up a tree, hide it with an antenna and all that. But according to the rules, you have to be in the park with your rig. Doesn't say you have to be a mile away from it, but you have to be in the same park as your rig in order
Okay.
to operate. You cannot
Well,
leave it at the park and work
okay.
from home.
Can you leave it? Can you leave it running in the park while you're sleeping?
No, you cannot. Although, I will. Here's a little conundrum for you. My island, my whole island, is one park with a lot of parks inside, right? So
Everything's a twofer.
everything is a twofer. Exactly, Aiden. Exactly. So I could set up my car at a park or outside my house and remote into it through Google Remote or
uh,
something like
No,
that.
no, no.
you
No.
guys,
Why? Because I would be in private property.
But exactly, you
I,
I
can't.
would
I
have to
gotta
be
show you guys
outside.
something real quick.
You,
Wait, this is wild. Someone's
So
using my
I'm just
call
saying,
sign.
you can be evil,
Wait,
but
look at
don't.
someone's using my call sign on a FT8.
what?
Really?
Yeah, someone's using my call sign. I'm like, wait, what?
Really?
Yeah, look at this. Someone's right
Is it
there.
is it on 20 meters?
Yeah,
Oh, we got to do something about this. Hold
that,
on.
that's pretty funny. I think we know who it is.
Ooh.
That's pretty funny.
Is that someone out activating right now?
No, it's just someone put CQ my call sign FM19 at a -10. I'm like, okay. That's a little. Hey,
Anyway, while I was asking you about the sleeping thing is because people want to say that well, there's no rule in POTA that says you can't be sleeping, but I'm going to tell you there is because the number one rule in POTA is you must follow every amateur radio rule there is.
Yes. Yes,
And
exactly.
and in amateur radio, you must be in control of your station in order to operate it. That means
N-
you can't be asleep. You can't be
True.
in the you can't be in the shower.
True. But you can remote into the station.
You can remote into a station, but you're not in a park.
So showers
No, the
on the
radio
air
is.
is not
You're
going to be
right.
a thing?
It's you and all your equipment, and
Yes.
you need to be in front of your equipment controlling it, not in the shower, not over to the next three cameras
Eating
over, three
eating at a
cameras over.
7-Eleven.
you
Yeah,
know, you know what's weird, guys, is
Yes, I saw that too.
as soon you saw the thing I was going to talk about here
Yes, I
is that
saw.
this guy right here
Yes.
just happens to be on at the same time. Play Among Us music here.
Sus. Sus.
Mad sus. Yeah.
No, but
That's a
it is,
little
James. It is tricky. It is tricky. But it's interesting how people will manipulate the rules in their favor. But
They're just pushing the envelope.
yeah,
and again, I don't really like to even get it started, but
No, no,
I'm just going to say this: if you are actively working somebody that you know is cheating, you're not really doing them any
no,
favors
no.
because you're actually cheating yourself because
You're
you know
enabling him. You're
you're
enabling the
enabling.
person. Yeah.
So
It's like you didn't pull the trigger, but you bought the bullets.
I mean, there's no technical rule that says you can't run war criminal mode, but you still have to be in front of your radio and your computer controlling it, or I guess you could come over outside if you were outside and running it remote. I would give you that, but you can't be asleep and you can't be in the shower.
Exactly. 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 And I've seen a lot of one of the interesting things I've seen, like we were talking, Pat and I were talking about Zulu Lima 1 Bravo Quebec Delta. He's on most nights, like 2 a.m. UTC, 3 UTC, and because I'm late shifting, I work him a lot, and he always, as soon as he finishes the contact, he will message you on WSJT and give you your park number and thank you for contacting me. So, uh, as far as I know, no war driving will do that. So you're in contact. He's there, and I'll thank him because he's now the New Zealand POTA admin, I think, and his name is Raleigh. And thank you, Raleigh. And we've created some rapport, and he's always there. It's amazing, like most nights, like 98% of the nights he's there. So he's given everybody a chance to work New Zealand POTA wise. So great guy, and
Yeah,
and a lot of hams will be available for chat on WSJ when you're doing FT8. So just drop them a thank you or something like that, and they're there. You know they're there because they'll answer you. You know what? That's a point where I was getting at is they will answer you because they're there,
Yeah.
and 90% of the time you're at a park. Some will have internet access, some won't. But it's great to be able to chat sometimes with guys who are doing FT8 at a park. Hey, I see W Whiskey Alpha 7 Bravo Papa Echo saying 73. Is that you or somebody else?
No, that's me. Mike
Okay.
Zero Bravo Echo Whiskey. Yep. I just
Uh,
got him
uh,
here on
uh, uh,
20. We're doing some FT8 here in the background, so I mean, why not? Make the contacts, make the
I'll work
contacts.
you.
That's
I'll
all it's
work you.
about.
I'll work you.
We got a POTA here on FT8. In fact, KE8 SCL. So
There's a bunch of stations on POTA right now on
yeah.
20 meters. Alabama, North Dakota, Arizona. Well, Arizona doesn't count.
What?
Kentucky
Oh, yeah.
and Arkansas and Maryland. Well, doesn't
Well,
count either.
I got I got a
uh, uh,
I got a question for you guys. So
Hungary.
I've been playing with some SSTV at the end of my POTA activations because I'm trying to build enough hunters up that'll do it to where I can do an actual video of a full activation SSTV. Of course, it'll have to be edited way down time wise. But here's my question. Okay, I send a CQ. Somebody replies to me, with my signal report. Then I then
Wow.
I send them a signal report. Okay. Do they need to reply to my signal report, or is the contact made because they sent me a signal report and then I sent them one?
That's a
Seven,
contact.
yeah,
That's a contact.
7-3 is just
Formality.
a formality. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave you 5-9. You gave me 5-9. I don't have to
But
be polite to you. Next, QRZ.
Yep.
okay.
You don't even need it on FT8. If you give them a signal report and they give you a signal report, contact's made.
Yeah, yeah,
Technically.
I agree.
That happens to me a lot on FT8 because I don't know why it is, but I'll send 73 and they won't get the 73, and like it literally is already logged in my thing. I don't log it because WJSTX will log it automatically, and I'll see that it's logged, and they're still calling me again, and I'm like, why are they calling me again? And then they're like, well, we didn't get your 73.
Some people are sticklers. Some people, if they don't get the 73,
Oh man.
they don't believe it's valid.
So speaking of SSTV, the other day I went on 7200. I started sending memes over 7200, and I was pissing them off so much. They're like, "You're using an outdated mode. Stop using this mode on this frequency."
Thanks for
It
the
was
contact, Mike.
hilarious. And then like it basically turned into 4chan SSTV chat. Like you can only imagine the pictures that were sent. It was pretty hilarious. I had a lot of fun doing that.
The only problem was though people wasn't actually getting your pictures though, because when they're carrying on, they're actually knocking your signal off the air.
Well, the thing is that the way the SSTV signal works is actually at the end of the carrier. So like, it's like a couple of kilohertz off, and all their signals are booming in like 2 kilohertz. So I was almost like on the 3 kilohertz line. So people are actually still getting it.
Okay.
Because people were commenting on some of the memes I was sending. So
yeah, we actually last Wednesday on my happy hour after dark, we actually did a couple hours on 7200.
yeah, that was funny.
SSTV, and then I of course Toby sent me out to activate. So what frequency did I activate on?
7200.
Yeah. What about the guys? I don't know what she's talking about. She'll have to refresh my memory on that one. But yeah, what about so Hayden? We haven't really heard from you about your project yet. Tell people
Titanic?
how that's coming along.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Well, I
do
made
Titanic?
here for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. I've had one motor run great and one motor having issues. It's gotten to the point where the girls have named one motor old reliable and the other motor don't get me started. So I made a major leap forward today. I found a problem on the carburetor, and while it won't get up to high RPMs, it will not choke out and die like it was doing before, and it restarts better. So we're getting there. I'm trying not to buy a new carburetor for that motor.
Nope.
But yeah. And once I get that squared away, then we'll start putting antennas on it and taking it to the maritime mobile side of things.
Nice.
But yesterday we had a great day fishing and went to a restaurant afterwards and took the dog with us to a restaurant because
Did you
they have a
catch
doggy
anything?
menu. No, we didn't catch anything.
It's
were
called
out
fishing,
using lures.
not catching.
Yeah, we were out using lures, and apparently bloodworms are the preferred
Oh yeah.
fish that we go to. So yeah, it's coming along. It's a project.
Yeah. Well, that'll be. Have you figured out any sort of configuration for radios yet, or?
Well, I'm leaning towards a mount on the bow rail because everything in the back, the rails and everything are all bonded because it's a gasoline boat.
Yeah.
So they're worried about, spark or any kind of static electricity.
Yeah.
So everything on the back is bonded. So I don't want to touch that. But the bow rail is a good, we'll say 20 feet from one side to the other. I figure if I put a Wolf River coil mounted to that in the middle of it on the bow, and I'll have the two rails coming out behind that, and that'll act as a counterpoise.
You can actually throw a wire into the water, and that would work as a grounding.
I could.
Yeah.
And that's another possibility too. But
Yeah.
eventually I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna throw it on an SWR meter. We're gonna make some videos on it and test it. And I figure it's a Wolf River coil, so I can tune the SWRs to pretty much whatever.
Yeah.
And they do make. I know back in my sailboat days, they used to have long ground plates that you could attach to the
Yep.
hull
I know we were
for
talking about
for
that. Yep.
counterpoise. And then most people would isolate their backstay on the back of the sailboat and use that as like a 40-meter whip or something like that.
Yeah. So are you gonna put any UHF VHF on there?
I have I keep my Anytone, one of my Anytone radios on the boat, and I'm going to be replacing both the VHF Marine radios on there, and then I'll have my handheld, and then when I'm on the 991A, I'll have a UHF VHF antenna that I can use as well.
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of cool to put a radio like maybe not a 778. I was gonna say 778, but maybe like put a maybe even a GD88 in there with APRS.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Well, I'm trying to figure out a way to get into the AIS system. It's a automatic
Yeah,
identification
I know
system
what
for
that is.
boats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I was in the Navy, so I hope I know what it is.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'd imagine that's not hard to do, but it might be a little expensive.
It's all
Every
it's
time, every time I've done it before, I've done it digital through the cell phone, and that
Yeah.
helps with the guys that are pulling it online. But the big ships that are actually broadcasting and receiving it, it doesn't work so good.
I thought it ran through your VHF radio, Marine VHF radio.
They
I
do
think
have a digital selective calling now on the VHF Marine radios, and you have to get an MMSI number. I forget what that's.
Yeah, that you
Maritime
input into your
Mobile.
VHF radio.
Yeah, and you put that
it's
into your
pretty much
VHF
like
radio.
doing it's pretty much like doing like APRS on like the FTM 400.
Yeah,
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
but it's also
It's
a
almost the
like
same.
digital selective calling you can do on that too. So if I know somebody's MMSI number, I can type that up and just have a direct contact from ship to ship that way.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool. I
it's
didn't know
come a
that was
long way
possible.
since the old VHF days.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd imagine so. Because even with ADS, um, with ADS, there is some messaging service available within there. Because they
Yes.
were talking about that on was it Coffee and Ham radios? Maybe. Where Tio was setting up an ADSB exchange. I guess you call it node or whatever. But yeah. I want to do that. Like, I want to put one up in my attic so I can track all the government officials. You know,
Is that APRS?
no ADS.
ADS. I haven't heard of
Yeah,
that
Is
one.
that for planes?
that's for aviation.
ADSB?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
ADSB. Yeah.
I have 3 ADSB receivers at home right now. Flight Radar, Flight Aware, and MISS, which is Maritime Industry something. They were all free. I signed up and they sent it to me, so all I had to do was set
Huh.
them up and yeah. Flight Radar back in the day, if there weren't enough stations in your area to report, you could sign up and they would send one so you
Oh
could set it
yeah.
up. So I guess Azores was pretty lacking because they sent a bunch of people the boxes, the flight radar boxes, and all you had to do is put up an antenna and hook it up to the internet. And I've been doing it for years. It's set up and forget. It's like up there in a
Yeah.
shelf.
And they're still doing that here in the States with ADSB Exchange, which is an open source project. That's the difference with ADSB Exchange and the other ones. Where if you're an amateur radio club, they'll actually send you like a free dongle or whatever. You just set up an antenna. And that's pretty easy. You could make like, a doublet for 126. I think the frequencies around.
96, one two
No,
nine
it's not
six,
there.
isn't it?
No, it's 1048 here in the States.
Oh,
Yeah, it's somewhere around 1048 or something, where you just set up like a doublet or a vertical or whatever. So
I remember on one of Carlos's jumps, him and Sean put out a website and they gave you the tail number, and you could just track the
That's
plane.
ADSB exchange.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was pretty neat to watch the plane go up, and then he jump out, and the plane come down.
And Whiskey 5, India Papa Alpha, you were right. It is 1090. That is the frequency of the ADSB. There's also one in the 900 megahertz. And I don't remember which one that is. But that's my understanding. That's primarily for private pilots. And look at you guys. You're conspirators. You're conspiring with my wife against me. Like, what is this?
I like true crime.
I love true crime. Me and the missus, we watch them all the time.
Yeah,
as
we
soon
always
as one,
watch them before we
yeah.
go to bed.
And this weekend she watched Sins of My Mother. We didn't watch Sins of My Mother. She watched it, and then she's like, and I got home, and she's, let's watch it. I already saw it. Now I got, because it's our thing to watch it together. Because we were like, oh, did you see what happened there? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was him. I knew it. It's funny, but they're getting out of hand, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, criminals are getting
That's
out
what
of
I'm
hand.
about to watch. I know. She told me it was whack. It was insane. Yeah. Yeah. I need to watch it, but I'll watch it at work.
I don't know, man. The only reason I can't really get into the true crime shows because I feel like nothing surprises me anymore.
Well, do it for
Well,
research.
Thank you. Exactly.
For research.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
If God forbid you ever have to take somebody out, you've got thousands of ways of how not to do it.
Yeah.
But if you absolutely have to do it, don't be stupid.
Isn't that what hitmen are for? Just saying. But yeah,
Oh,
let's
they
go
get
off
caught
that
too. I've seen lots of episodes where hitmen get caught.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get off that topic before YouTube decides,
There are some topics that are, big no.
This is all academically speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are all
strictly
yes.
academics.
Yes, completely.
But,
like sending someone up the tower and it's rusty. It's purely academic.
Yep, totally. Yeah, so this week was interesting for POTA for me. I went on what was it? Shoot, I almost forgot the day now. Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday, right? I wanted to go on a 20 park rove. That got cut short by an incident. Yeah.
Academic.
Yeah. So long story short, there's another operator out there who I guess he doesn't really like me for whatever reason. And he decided he wanted to come to a park and follow me across state borders, which is a federal felony. Just FYI, if you're watching, just saying.
Is it our friend that we know about?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just go to West Virginia. That's
yeah.
all I gotta say.
Yeah. Go out in the boonies. He can't find me there. Well, if he does, it probably won't be good for him. But yeah.
You have a really pretty mouth on you.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful. You follow somebody across the West Virginia border, you might not come back.
Yeah. Yeah, well, especially that part. That's Appalachia right there where I'd be going. That's
Appalachia. Say it right.
Appalachia. Well, it's that
Maryland
accent,
right?
Yeah. Appalachia. But yeah, you go in there, you may not, yeah. You may come out in pieces. Even me. I don't go there. That's just a place you don't go, right? It's actually beautiful there. Don't let me
Great
spoil it.
parks.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
West Virginia is a beautiful state. Wild and wonderful. That's why they call it that.
Well, it's definitely wild.
Yeehaw.
And it's also constitutional carry, so feel free.
Yeah.
I did hit 3,000 today, and
Oh
I
yeah, I
am.
was gonna say we need
Yes.
to talk about that.
Yeah, I hit 3,000 unique parks today. Got my award, and as far as I believe from checking the stats, I am the second second non-North American to get it. Like second foreigner.
I'm sorry, this comment came up and I missed it while I was scrolling.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Anyone who gets it gets it. Oh my gosh.
Can
Yeah.
you biggie size that to a 4 for me?
But yeah, no, congratulations on the 3,000, man. That's huge.
Yeah. There's one more guy who's like miles ahead of me, who is David Garcia, Echo Alpha 1 Alpha Fox. Mad
Yeah.
kudos to him. He's out there. He's doing stuff. He's amazing. But I'm the second guy outside the US to get the 3,000, and there are the Spanish are insane. There's another guy with 2750 behind me, and they're coming fast. So yeah, but top 5, I guess. That's what I'm aiming for. Top 5 non-US. There you go.
There you go. That's awesome. And I mean,
Revenuers. Are you with the IRS?
if the IRS is
Are
flying
you with
around
the
in,
taxes?
if the IRS is starting to fly around in military helicopters, we got a big issue. We got a big issue. I'm just saying.
Hey, it is what it is. You're very quiet, James, and your stance is worrying me.
James wants to say stuff that will get my channel.
Shh. No, no, James. Bad
Hey.
POTA. Bad POTA.
Listen, James ain't saying nothing.
There you go. It's child friendly now, people.
Oh yeah.
That's my grandson. He's cool with anything.
Does he do CW already?
Not yet.
All right, because
Is he
Seems
learning?
we have a
He's
saying
not
in
quite
Portugal.
talking yet.
What? So he can do CW already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say hi. Look, Mr. Mike's saying hi. Stuff in his face.
It's all good, man.
James.
I need to be stuffing my face.
Yeah, I hear you.
I've gotten like 4 messages just because we did my Patreon business call right before this stream. So I did 2 parks earlier. I kind of went out there because I kind of did the same park. This is one for you. I did the same park today twice, but it had 2 different park numbers and it was in 2 different states.
Oh, this is a trail.
Now normally if they're the same park, they have the same park number. Like the Appalachian Trail, you could actually do that. You could do it in Georgia and then work your way up to the next state and the next state and the next state. As long as you're changing your states in the logs, that's totally fine. But they all have the same park number. I did the same park with 2 different numbers. It's the only place I found that's like that, and that is Breaks Interstate Park.
Huh.
Okay.
I did the Virginia side and the Kentucky side, and I was going to do Fish Trap on the way back, but I didn't have time because I had to get back for the call and the stream. And then I've already got people asking me, when where you at? I got one smart person on here. I'm not even gonna say your name. You know who you are, but said, "Did you give up on radio and you're just talking on CV now?" No, I will be out. I will be out burning the midnight oil, as Pat calls it. I'll be out after. I can't even remember what it's called. The new Game of Thrones things with the dragons and the
Oh, you're all into that, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty religious. I watch this stream and then I hang out for a little bit and I watch that and then I'm heading to the park.
Hey, Terry says he's worked you 26 times, James.
26 times, Terry. I will check your log and I will put you down for a certificate.
Now, is there any exception for DX on that? I know. I'm just being funny. I'm being funny because you're.
There is an exception for DX. It's called DX needs to stop being so lazy and hunt me more.
Ham harder.
I worked you twice on FT8. I think I've worked you. Every time you've done FT8, I've worked you.
Okay, so maybe I should hit FTA a little more. Okay.
There you go. Especially after midnight UTC.
Oh, that's
Because
easy.
I'm always on. I'm always on midnight because I'm trying to get those numbers in, so in the morning I can be done with my one a day. Because that
90
Bradley Sprocket or Bailey Sprott is killing me.
I might
90%
get all my Route 66 dates here in just a moment.
90% of my activations are after 00 UTC.
So if you do it
what they do.
FT8, if you do FT8, I'm on the lookout for you on FT8. Because I work as soon as midnight hits, I work everything that comes up CQ POTA. I work it everything. Bam, bam, bam. Somebody
All
was
right.
asking today on Facebook, should I work dupers? Yes.
I don't even know what dupers is.
Like duplicates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, I've worked them already. I'm not going to work them again. Yeah, work them all the time. After midnight, work them again.
Listen, I don't know if they mean that like if they're in a new park or whatever. I mean, if they're the same park that you've already worked, but if that's what they're asking, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll give you an example. Toby in the chat. Toby has 5 eagles in West Virginia. 5 eagles in West Virginia. That is, she's hunted the same park over 100 times, and she's done 5 different ones. And what's really crazy is they're all contacts from me. And one of the eagles, I don't even have an eagle at, but she gets me on multiple bands at it.
Nice.
I'm close. I'm very close to it, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I think I almost have all of the Route 66 dates now.
How many are there, Pat?
Good question. I think
Is
there's
that an
8.
award?
Yeah, it's a special event they do where it goes along the historic Route 66 from Chicago to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. I
So
know
it
Route
goes
66.
through. Yeah, it goes through like Illinois, Missouri. I want to say
Looks like
Oklahoma.
Joseph Collins says there's 21.
21 stations, but I think there's not that
Thank
many
you, Sean.
states.
Ooh, you know what would be really cool? To do a POTA park in each state along Route 66 and do the Route 66 POTA challenge.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of parks along there too.
Well, you don't got to do all the parks. I'm just saying one in
Just
each state.
66 of them.
Listen. All right. Okay. So Hayden just wants me to do just 66. So I'm going to need everybody in the chat to go sign up for top tier Patreon, please. And then come over to my stream on Wednesday and everybody buy, 10 slices of pizza every week, You guys are expensive, man.
I'll come with. Hey, you know what? I'll come with you. We could bring my car, so it won't cost anything in gas.
There you go.
It won't cost anything in gas.
I get 500
Well,
miles
not
to
for
the
you.
tank. Yeah. Dude, I give 500 miles to the tank, so it'd take like what? That's like 1,500 miles from Chicago to LA, done 66. So
Who's
like
got
3 tanks of gas.
Who's got 7,200 on? I hear the dog barking.
Now my daughter's leaving, so my dog has to tell her goodbye.
Oh, I thought 7,200 was on. I'm sorry.
That's my old hound dog.
Yeah, it does. It does end tonight, Joseph. I just started hunting it yesterday because I saw them all over FT8. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Do they CQ differently?
It's just a special event call sign, so it's
Oh, W, 3 letters, one by
yeah,
one.
yeah. So it's usually a whiskey 6,
I
and then
saw
an
those and
L
I was
letter.
like, I'm not gonna work them. They're not POTA.
Some of them might have been in POTAs because I know there's an Arizona Rover.
Yeah,
I
but
think I saw they might have been doing a POTA.
So Dom has actually got me 20 times since the 8th, so he's almost to the hunter award as well.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's awesome that like there's that many people that are like dedicated to hunting you, you know?
yeah, it's called a cult.
Oh, you know. We don't use that word 'cause we don't want, 3-letter agencies to come knocking on his door.
Yeah, there you go. The PZN cult members.
Maybe we could get a tax-free status for that if we actually started it as a religion.
There you go.
The
Somebody has to look into that. Aiden.
cult of PZN.
There we go. We could start it as a religion, and you guys will have to come to church, and that way I can pass the offering plate. That way, me and Pat can go down and get our kicks on Route 66.
And then we can distill our own fuel, and we can distill our own Kool-Aid.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. I already still my own Kool-Aid. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not saying what I do online. I know how to do it. We'll just say that.
It's easy. You take Kool-Aid and you put distilled water in it. That's distilling Kool-Aid.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever it is makes Terry feel good because he's all the time hunting me from different locations.
Sorry, I'm just logging this contact real quick. 20 meters is doing all right now.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You every time I go on 20 meters, the Colt starts losing their mind because half of them can't get me on 20 meters. And
well, but I mean,
The
you
upside
have
down.
you gotta tell them like, hey guys, I gotta work. The people in the cult that are a skip
Further
away.
away.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. This is why it pays to be an active cult member. So the people in my Discord this week, I did like 4 or 5 activations where I spotted on 20 meters and I did 20 meters. But they were all in Discord fussing because they wasn't getting me. So 40 meters was actually crap. And I didn't want to do another activation on 40. And because you get so many and it takes forever to pull out the call signs when it's set back. So my Discord members, I would go on there and spot and they'd be like, don't spot me. Everybody in Discord got to work me on 40 as well. So, if you're not in my Discord, you're missing out on things.
I've been trying to work Japan POTA forever, but I just can't get them.
I got them on FT8 one time on 15 meters.
Nope, just can't do it.
You have to pour extra teriyaki in your Kool-Aid.
Bulgaria.
Oh, FT8. Okay.
Thou shalt POTA.
Like I could probably get.
No, it's Join the
could prob-
resistance.
I could probably get Japan POTA faster than I can get Hawaii POTA.
Probably, yeah.
Likely. Well, I don't know because a lot of those guys have to use willpower. So I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
I can hear them. They just
Yeah,
can't hear me.
because they have amazing antennas. That's why. They have
Native
really
katanas.
good They have really good antennas, but their radios can't do as much as us folks on this side of the world, unfortunately.
Aren't they all from Japan? Yaesu, Kenwood, ICOM?
Yeah, they are, but they have separate models they sell to the Japanese that only
Ah,
go up to like 10 watts or whatever. They're legal
Oh,
limited.
yeah.
Yep.
okay.
That
Like
was
that's how the
time for
that's how the
13.
710 got leaked
Yeah.
because the Japan version got leaked before the North American where it was only 10 watts. So people are thinking JC was going to release a QRP radio.
Okay, makes sense. I know the QDX has a limit for Japan or something like that.
Mhm.
It should be within limits there
I
at
think it's
5
for the
watts.
Japan bands.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to drop one of those shameless promos real quick. I'm getting
Go
ready
ahead.
to drop a link in the chat. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be being interviewed by N4H&H, and if you're not on his channel already, do me a favor, don't go out and subscribe tonight. Wait till my interview tomorrow and subscribe. That way, he gets people and he knows they're from me because he's helping me get some of his people. So. I'm going to drop the link, but you guys check it out tomorrow. He does some really good stuff anyway. He's
Yep.
actually been on my channel once before. I don't think he
Yeah.
remembers that though.
Yeah, so I think that's a perfect segue to wrapping this up because it is 57 after. I think Charlie should be on or Tank. I don't know who's on tonight. I think it's Charlie.
I think Tank
But
is taking over Jason's stream tonight because Jason's gone or something.
I think Jason's in Costa Rica because I saw a ham alert and it said Tango Lima / So I think he's in Costa Rica. But so if he is, hunt him there for sure. But yeah, so we'll go around. Mike, do you have anything going on?
No, not really. No, that's gonna be just a POTA week, just hunting.
Fun. Yep, that's the way to do it. What about you, Hayden? Anything fun this week planned?
Still just moving forward, getting the Maritime Mobile up and running. Hoping to get
Yeah,
on the air soon.
you're
Or
gonna
have to
need to do
pull it out.
you're gonna need to do some videos on that for sure.
Will do. That's once I get the motor solid, that's gonna be the next goal. Get some more videos on my channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come out there. I'll do some drone shots for you. So
Absolutely, that'd be great.
yeah, that would be awesome. And James, I'm sure you have something in the works.
Sure, absolutely. I will be on N4 H&H's channel tomorrow. I dropped the link. I don't think you can click on that in your chat for some reason, but I did post it in my Discord, the link there, so you can't click on it from there. I will also be putting out a video that's on for Monday Night Ham Radio that's been sitting in my Patreon for a couple of days for them to watch. Just a short one. And other than that, I will be doing POTA every day for at least the rest of this year. Who knows? Who knows if I could ever stop doing a Parker Day now? It's like it's part of my religion, I believe. I get up.
Toby will never let you.
Yeah. So
Where did you post that link at?
I posted it in the video center of my Discord, and
Okay. Give me a minute. I'll put it up here on YouTube. I'll even put it in the description so people can go to it.
Remember, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe tomorrow while watching.
There we go. Yep. And as for me, I don't have too much going on. I'm gonna try to put a couple of videos One of my videos is gonna try to be on high pass filters. And I'm probably gonna put another video out about like a POTA tips and tricks on safety. So, because I think it's kind of neglected. But yeah. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut the stream here. As like I said, I think either James, not James. You're gonna be out playing POTA probably, but
It's Charlie because Andy said he was
Charlie.
heading out.
Yeah. So yeah, Charlie should be on here right now. And be sure you guys check out James tomorrow night on Hiking and Hammond. And without further ado, I'll go ahead.
Whoa, wait. That's not Hiking and Hammond's channel.
It's not?
That's Doug's channel.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards in my head.
N4H&H Radio.
That's right, N4H&H. All right, yeah. Well, I put the link in the chat, the one you put us on Discord. So that's right. So yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow and 7-3s.
73 guys.
73, everyone.